We've interacted on various forums, both publicly and again on television. The legend says that Vijay Kedia came with a small capital to Mumbai and you've managed to make that small capital very big. I don't want to get into numbers and how many zeros you've added to your net worth, but I want to find out that how have you managed to add those zeros to your net worth. I mean, it is believed that to be a successful investor, you need to understand a lot of algebra, maths and geometry. That's not the case with you.
Okay, first of all, congratulations to you and your team, your channel, your colleague and everybody who has been associated with you for 7 years. And I feel that as if you are as old as my career in stock market. It doesn't feel like 7 years only. In 7 years time,
the ladies on that table, we should not talk about age.
So anyway, now coming to whatever little bit success I had in this market so far, it is obviously luck has played a greater role. And second thing I would say ki maybe my passion and perseverance that must have played the trick.
So it is possible to start today with a small capital and make and multiply it. But how do you do that?
Of course, every time is right time to start. My view is that that wherever you are, whatever you have, you should start.
So Mr. Kedia, firstly, take us through what really drove you to invest in the markets. What are the key mantras that you followed when you decided to take your first investment?
See, my entry in the market was out of passion and out of compulsion. Passion because since my childhood I was very much interested into stock market, and compulsion because I did not have any capital to do any business in my life. So that was the only business.
So
which
you came into stock markets because you had no money to start a business.
Yeah, so that was compulsion. Yes.
But it takes a lot of to bet on other people's businesses.
Kamya?
No, because it did not need any capital. You don't need an office. That time when I started, that time you did not need any office. You didn't need any capital. No knowledge also because I started with trading.
Right.
So it's okay.
But two things that you definitely need is courage and patience, and
Yes.
you had that.
Yes, courage and patience. Knowledge, courage and patience. Very important
Okay.
to succeed in this market.
We've spoken about what you need in the markets, courage, patience, knowledge, but what should you probably stay away from while investing?
In my view, maybe my friend will not agree with me. I think first thing you should keep yourself away is that trading.
Oh.
Sorry, forgive me. For the simple reason that...
No, he always has a stop loss, so come on.
Yeah, then it's okay because trading has its own method. Okay, because success rate in trading is hardly 1%.
Right.
So it could be injurious to your wealth. So first thing is to stop trading, and second thing, in my view, to succeed in this market is to invest in best management, with best management, because investing with bad management is something like sleeping with the enemy.
Right.
So you have to be very careful when you choose your shares. So this is what you can say that my mantra.
We've got those mantras: courage, patience, and vision to buy, courage to hold, and then patience to keep. These are the three things.
Yeah.
Ladies, I think let's start some Twitter questions.
Oh yes, absolutely. In fact, all of our viewers, as promised, they've been waiting to get their questions answered from you. So we have a question from Arun Lal coming in, and of course he has a question on a very relevant theme at this point of time, monsoons. According to you, what are the good themes that one could play with the monsoons in the backdrop? That's the question coming in from Arun Lal.
See, that is a very short-term perspective. Monsoon comes, monsoon goes, monsoon fails, monsoon recovers. So I do not have any theory which is based on the monsoon, this monsoon. Okay, my perception is little longer term. So in my view, the best theory which can be played for the next bull market should be disruption. In my view, anything which can be disrupted will be disrupted in India.
Right.
So I think that is the my theme.
Yeah. Mr. Kedia, now this year has been quite historic. We saw the markets going as low as 6,900 to 8,200 where we are at this point of time. Where do you see markets headed by the end of this year? And will there be, again, a good buying opportunity for somebody looking for a long-term horizon the way you invest in markets?
Of course, I am not, of course, when market falls down, I'm also disappointed. But I'm not shattered, let me tell you. Market, this is the nature of the market.
Right.
Market will keep on falling, market keep on rising. You have to keep your faith in this market. It's not like when market goes to 7,000, you will say that we are at 2008 level. When market goes up to 8,000 level, you will say that we are at 2003 level. The
Right.
fact is this, that we are at 2016 level. In my view, good times are coming ahead. In my view, we are in a super duper bull market. In my view, if you do not open your eyes now, you are bound to regret later. So, and so far the numbers are concerned, those are not a fact, just to guess, those are just a guesswork. In my view, we should cross 9,000 very soon and should be 10,000 by February 17. But I may go wrong also because I'm not invested on the base of those numbers. Let me tell you.
You know, word which we use on Dalal Street, and Siddharth Bambre, you may want to pay attention here, ladies pay attention here, is multi-bagger kidhar hai? Bada paisa kidhar banega? I'm asking this question on behalf of everybody. So if you have to identify just 3 stocks, maybe 2 stocks, buy them and sell them in 2020.
देखो बड़ा पैसा बनने का मतलब क्या? सबसे important thing is that you should stay with the shares.
Which are those shares? I want to know.
No, that
There
is
are
a-
6,000 shares. Come on. I mean, no, you cannot buy 6,000 shares and say, look, I'll stay with them, right?
You see, let me tell
Big
you.
money is made in 2 or 3 stocks. If I look at Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's portfolio, Lupin Titan and a Karur Vysya Bank have made money. If I look at your financial history, Atul Auto and a Punjab Tractor and Sudarshan Chemical have made money. Even some, even some other ceramic companies have made money for you.
अब आपकी बात पे मेरे को याद आया कि out of 6,000 shares, in my view, 4,000, 5,000, there are like 3 caps, no? Large cap, mid cap and small cap. In my view, there is another cap, that is Bhangar cap. So the Bhangar cap, actually 4,000 to 5,000 company belongs to that cap, which is Bhangar cap. Now SEBI has also woken up. Now they are delisting, or BSE, they are delisting 2,000, 3,000 company from their platform. Okay. So पहला तो answer है, this is what about your 6,000 cap. So principally, I think we must be having 1,000 or 1,500 shares. Now coming to Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, I remember Atul Auto का आपने जो नाम लिया, तो once I asked Rakesh कि अभी दूसरा 100 वैगर किधर आएगा, तो he told me कि यार Titan और Atul Auto कभी-कभी निकलता है. So this is a compliment to me that with Titan he took the name of Atul Auto also. Okay. Now coming to next multi-bagger, it is very difficult to decide because when you buy share that time you can't decide that, you can't think that it is going to be a multi-bagger. You have to flow with the time. You have to flow with the, with the company, with the development, with the changes, with the innovation. So, but I have discussed many times with you on your many shows.
Let's put the list actually out.
So-
And before we take some more Twitter questions, some stocks which we've discussed with Vijay Kedia, and some of our regular viewers may find repetitive. For those who want fresh advice, fresh ideas from Mr. Kedia, those are top ideas of Vijay. LIC Housing, more like a long haul stock. Sudarshan Chemical, because he believes that the real bull market in chemicals has already started. But buy now, sell now is all about addressing and connecting viewers with the right questions. So Twitter, anything on SMS, why don't you guys take over?
Right. Mr. Kedia, now you do have an art of picking out a Bhangar cap into a big cap. So let's talk about one query that we have got, and that's about Repro India. We have a query coming in from Manan Amin. He wants to know what's your take on Repro India and what's the scalability for the next 5 years for the stock and the company.
Okay. Now it is clear that I am holding Repro India.
How much do you want?
More than 5%.
Okay. No, I like the fact that you're frank. And what's your buying price?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe around
Come on.
I haven't bought at 425 also.
You don't know your average.
So average maybe
Okay.
300 or something.
Now the logic.
You see, for 5 years you're talking of.
Yes.
Okay. So now Repro, in my view, which may be biased and I may be wrong also.
Right.
Repro is a star in the making. Okay.
Okay.
It seems to me, and I may go wrong also, I am telling you. For the simple matter, I will give you a logic. Indian book market right now is 300 billion rupees, 30,000 crore. As per Nelson report, by 2020, this book market will become 70,000 crore, precisely 739 billion rupees. Okay. So out of that 70,000 crore, I assume that half of that will come from online sales and half of that will come from the offline sales. Okay, so 35,000 crores of the books will be sold online. I assume out of the 35,000 crore, half of the books will be sold by hard book, like that is called real book, and half will go to the digital reading,
Right.
like Kindle and Apple and Google and all those things. So now that is left with 17,500 crore. Repro is catering to that market, 17,500 crore. So I assume if Repro can get a market share of even 15%, then also it should have a sales of 2,000 plus crore in 2020. And even if they have a 10% margin, net profit margin, generally margin in this kind of business is bigger than it's 20% plus.
Okay.
But suppose even if they make 10% margin, then also they should make a profit of whatever. Then now you can calculate a simple arithmetic. So this is my base of being bullish on Repro. Obviously, it will take some time because now company is in a transformation phase. Earlier they were into printing, then from printing they switched to Rapples, that is digitization of textbooks and all.
What is
Now
the
they have
margin
tied
of
up with Ingram, which is the real story.
Okay. You know, when an investor buys a stock, they always look at the margin of safety, which is what is your downside? How much money can you lose? Where is the stock right now? And I just
35
realized
rupees.
that the stock has gone up as we speak. There's a needle spike there. What is the margin of safety here? 15-20% can go out in a bad market, but that's not
Of
more
course.
than that.
You see, in stock market, you should always be ready. Even if you are 100% sure that this stock cannot go down, then also you should have this kind of mind that stock may fall 25% tomorrow for some external reason. Okay. Obviously, Repro will take some time. There is no reason for this spike in the market now. It is going to take 3-4 quarters, okay, to prove their numbers. So, but margin of safety, in my view, if you go by their printing business, okay, which in itself is a lucrative business, the company used to make 30-35 crore rupees of net profit, even in the past. So this year had been bad for Repro because of various reasons, because of the African, that currency goof up and all. So they should recover from there also.
The current market price is around at 35 rupees. Where would you expect it?
435 rupees.
35 rupees for
435.
Repro. 435.
Yeah, 435.
Oh, okay. So where do you expect it to go in the last?
No,
2 or 3
I
years?
don't
You
have
won't be
a
able
price
to-
target. I am
Right.
flowing with the growth in the company.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
now it is up to you to decide. Ki suppose if that happens, whatever the idea which I shared with you,
Right.
if you agree to that idea, then you should tell me that the price of Repro should be this
Sure.
by 2020.
Okay, let's talk about another query that we have, and this one is about Aries Agro. Do you think it could be the next dark horse like
Aries Agro.
Aries Agro.
Aries? Do you think it would be a dark horse like Sudarshan Chemicals?
I don't know now.
Okay.
I bought Aries Agro. Of course, I am holding Aries Agro. This is again one more clarification. So I do have vested interest in Aries Agro.
Okay.
But I have just bought in a limited quantity, just just for the tasting.
Right.
So let us see. Going right now, I can't say anything about Aries Agro. It will take some time because they are in good business,
Sure.
but they need to change their strategy.
Okay.
So it will take some time. That is why I don't recommend.
We have a very interesting question coming in from Adil Bhai at Equity Adil Bhai. Now he asks, how to be sober in such market conditions where each time there's a new fear which arises? Example, it's Brexit this time around.
ये तो चलता
I think we
रहेगा
move
पूरी
from Brexit
जिंदगी.
to Brexit.
I have seen so many Brexit, so many Fed, so many rupee devaluation, recession, slowdown, war, battle, and all these things. This is a part of life in your stock market. So okay, when your goal is bigger, no, then when you have larger goal, then you shouldn't be worried about all these small issues. They will come and they will go. They will affect your investments, but you shouldn't be. I don't think that you should take it not so seriously.
With a pinch of salt.
One more question, maybe.
Yes.
Then we'll wrap. So why
Because
don't
the
we take
problem
last
with
two
us is
questions?
not that we thinking. The problem with us is like that. It's not that we think too high and we miss it. The problem is that we think too low and we reach it.
Okay. Anna, we've extended appointment with you, and a lot of Twitter questions have poured in thick and fast. I've got a long list. We can go on and on, but Mubina, maybe one more question, and then we can allow Mr. Kedia to escape.
Okay, so we have a very interesting question at that one. We have Vishal Panchal who writes in. He says that he would like one suggestion, one small company, probably a low price rate one, clearly it's a retail investor thinking, which will give more than a 10 times return in the future.
You see, the question is this. He wants a fish, okay, and I am here to share my whatever little bit knowledge I have of fishing. So you have to decide whether you want to learn fishing or you want to earn a
Give him
fish.
the fish.
So it is up to you.
Well, somebody
sir.
insists that they want the fish. They don't want to learn. Everybody wants shortcuts.
Then I am vegetarian.
Fantastic to have you on Ethina. Really
Thank you.
appreciate your time, and Thank you for making this day very special, and thank
It's
you
my
for sharing
pleasure.
your words of wisdom with us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.